The incident occurred in Nashville City, Tennessee, on May 11, 2025. That morning, the Nashville Police Department issued a citywide warrant to search for Taylor Riker Hunter, 29 years old. Hunter was accused of carrying a gun and shooting Mr. Didrik Wilson, 44 years old, an employee at the Nashville Homeless Relief Center. At the time, Mr. Wilson was handing out food and clothes for free to the homeless. When it was his turn to receive aid, Hunter complained that the food tasted bad and got into an argument with Mr. Wilson. Suddenly, Hunter pulled out a gun and fired 18 shots at Mr. Wilson before fleeing the scene. Immediately, Nashville police launched a large-scale manhunt, blocking all roads and alleys. Such rapid deployment was thanks to a powerful and modern patrol fleet, allowing officers to reach the scene in time. Around 11 a.m. on May 12th, while on patrol, Officer Jalambri spotted Hunter jogging slowly.
Hey buddy, come here. Come here.
He gave an order, but Hunter ignored it and kept running, mumbling to himself, "I haven't hit 3 miles yet today, no turning back now." The officer had no choice but to follow by car.
Cho tôi thấy tay anh.
Jalambri gave another command as he got closer. Just then, his colleague, Officer Clayton Lewis, arrived in time and stepped out to approach the suspect. With 13 years of experience on the force, Jalambri immediately sensed the danger and hit the gas, rushing in to assist, but was still one step too late. At first, Officer Lewis intended to subdue Hunter barehanded. However, Hunter suddenly pulled a gun. The officer reacted lightning fast, also drew his gun and aimed directly at the suspect. Hunter suddenly fired first, hitting Lewis in the leg. Yet he stood firm on one leg and fired back aggressively. Now let's review the footage from Lewis's body camera to better understand the situation at that moment.
Jalen, tôi đang qua cầu, cần hỗ trợ.
Lewis quickly radioed to ask for his colleague's location, and before he finished speaking, he was face to face with the suspect. At that moment, the officers became extremely tense.
Dừng lại, tôi yêu cầu anh dừng ngay, dừng lại.
Lewis repeatedly gave orders, trying to persuade Hunter to surrender, but Hunter suddenly pulled a gun, even facing danger. The officers remained highly restrained and didn't shoot first. They waited until the suspect fired to return fire. As the shootout began, Officer Jalen arrived just in time and rushed out of the car to assist his partner.
Nổ súng rồi, nổ súng rồi. Anh bị thương không? Tôi nghĩ chân tôi trúng đạn rồi.
After securing the situation, the officers managed to subdue and arrest Hunter. Both Lewis and Hunter were taken by ambulance to the hospital for emergency care. Thanks to timely treatment, Lewis, a veteran officer with 9 years of service, survived the ordeal and was discharged after just 1 week. Meanwhile, Hunter did not survive and died at the hospital. At the scene, police recovered a P226, a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, model 25 Malawian Kwachas. According to the investigation, Hunter fired a total of 4 rounds, one of which struck Lewis's leg. The 2 officers returned fire with a total of 11 shots. Lewis fired 6. Jalen fired 5. 6 bullets hit Hunter, causing fatal injuries. After the incident, both officers were granted extended leave to recover mentally and emotionally. As for Hunter, he was homeless, with no family stepping forward to file complaints or request further investigation. As for Mr. Didrik Wilson, an employee at the Nashville Homeless Relief Center, who was shot at 18 times by Hunter, miraculously survived. After several surgeries, he gradually recovered and is about to be discharged. 3 bullets grazed dangerously close to his heart. The nearest one missed it by just a few millimeters. His family and colleagues believe It's a blessing for 15 years of dedication helping the less fortunate in the community. His story spread throughout the city, inspiring hope for other kind-hearted people to come. Now let's go to the state of Indiana to witness an even more intense situation, which happened at 1 a.m. on October 22nd, 2022. That day, Indiana State Police received a call from a snowplow driver who, while working on the road, spotted Gregory Juffroy, 31 years old, carrying a baby around 1 year old, walking in heavy snow. The baby was only wearing thin pajamas, and the father refused all offers of help. That day, the temperature dropped to a record low of minus 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Fearing the baby wouldn't survive long in such bitter cold, the driver called police immediately to check. Night Shift Police Chief Alan Power drove straight to the scene, unaware he was about to face a life-threatening situation. He calmly approached Gregory to check on the baby's condition, but at that moment, Gregory suddenly turned around and pulled out a gun instantly. Police Chief Power immediately returned fire. The two stood face to face, firing over 10 rounds in a breathless gunfight. Gregory collapsed, but kept trying to raise his gun and shoot. Fortunately, the baby had managed to slip out of his arms. Gregory still tried to get back up to reclaim the child. Chief Power quickly seized the opportunity and rushed forward, firing to subdue.
Bắn rồi, bị thương rồi. Xong rồi.
He reported via radio that Gregory had been shot multiple times and dropped his gun. Taking advantage of the moment, Chief Power picked up the baby and checked to see if she was injured.
Con ổn chứ nào? Để chú xem nhé. Ổn chứ?
At that time, his colleagues also arrived on the scene. They restrained Gregory and provided emergency aid. Gregory and Chief Power were both transported to the hospital. The baby was fortunately unharmed and was transferred to a child protection center for care. The next morning, police prepared to take the baby home. But as they arrived at Gregory's house, they found his wife, Hannah Juffroy, 23 years old, collapsed in the snow with a head wound. An ambulance immediately rushed Hannah to the ER. Through investigation, it was determined that early on December 22nd, Gregory had shot his wife in the head right outside their home, then fled into the snow carrying their 23-month-old daughter. What's more serious is that Gregory was a former police officer in the city of Green Hill. From the moment Chief Power took the call, he had walked into a deadly situation without even knowing it. Fortunately, one of Gregory's bullets was stopped by Chief Power's bulletproof vest, causing only bruising. After a month of recovery, he returned to duty. In this case, it was a blessing that the baby was unharmed. Gregory was shot 7 times and survived, but was left permanently paralyzed from the waist down. His wife Hannah suffered a head injury, and the freezing minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit weather slowed her bleeding and metabolism, helping her survive emergency treatment. However, due to the extreme cold, Hannah suffered frostbite and lost 4 toes. Her brain now requires lifelong fluid drainage. Even more heartbreaking, when she was shot, she was 7 months pregnant and lost the baby she was carrying. On May 13, 2025, Gregory's trial for murder officially began. Chief Power and Gregory's ex-wife, Hannah, were both present in court to testify against his actions. In his defense, Gregory claimed he suffered from mental disorders due to job-related trauma. As a former police officer and now being disabled, he pleaded with the jury for leniency. However, in the end, the court still found him guilty of 2 and sentenced him to 100 years in prison without parole. This verdict sparked debate among the public. Many believe someone who committed such crimes should have been sentenced to death. Some even argued he should have paid the price right during the shootout. To the police force, perhaps it was the little angel in Gregory's arms who helped protect Chief Power's life. When her father fell, the child still ran toward him despite everything. In a world full of chaos and violence, a child's pure soul remains untouched. Many have praised Chief Power for his outstanding response. Even after being shot in the chest, he stayed calm, protecting the child and neutralizing the threat in time. Such professionalism is said to deserve the Purple Heart and the title of Officer of the Year. However, regarding this opinion, a top military and police tactical training center also spoke up. Instructor Sri Anfa, a former Delta Force operator, Matt Branca, shared on social media that the so-called miraculous handling was mostly luck. According to him, no one could possibly hold a gun in one hand on a slippery surface while backing away and dodging bullets, yet still aiming accurately enough to avoid hitting the hostage. Although they were relieved the child was ultimately safe, the center included this scenario in their curriculum as a real-life training case. But Matt Branca emphasized it should be viewed more as a lesson in risk than in polished technique. And what about you? In this situation, did Chief Power win because of luck or true courage? Share your thoughts with us. Right now on your screen are more exciting videos from our channel. Feel free to click and watch. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. That's it for today's video. Goodbye, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and follow for more fascinating updates and stories.